if we can actually go live this time.
We're live!
We're live! Hey!
We figured it out. I mean, she figured it out.
It took us a hot minute because my computer needed to do an update.
Oh.
It didn't want to go live before.
Yeah. It kept spinning and spinning
and you guys are getting a slightly different perspective because the sun is coming into a room over there and it was like this monster glare. Yeah, we can go like this.
You'd miss. See?
Look,
there it is. See, yeah.
Super like.
Last week I kind of kept sitting in front of it. I kept moving over a little bit so that you could see me.
And we're still like super glary from the front window. Here, I'm going to show you guys so you can see. Okay. This window over here. Look, right? There's my sliding glass window.
Yeah. But that's okay. It's a sunny, wonderful, cool day.
So we'll
on
just
this Easter Sunday.
Halo-ish.
Yeah.
Sort of.
But we can't hide our halos. Sometimes they just come out.
Right.
And there's nothing we can do about it, being the angels of the world that we are.
And I'm kind of feeling like the bunny from Lucky Charms or whatever.
Charms? Yeah.
Is it Lucky Charms, guys? Somebody tell me if it's Lucky Charms with the
glasses.
With the glasses.
Yeah, sort of thing.
The rabbit.
Anyway, flock around the table. If you haven't figured that out. I'm Deb.
And Sue.
And it's April 17th, Sunday.
Easter.
Easter Sunday, and we're coming to you live.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Yes. Hope you're having a good day. It's a beautiful, like you can see, beautiful sunny day, a little chilly. Mikey actually covers the little plants last night.
I still haven't put any out, so I've managed to kill one of my rosemary plants inside the house already. Yep, did it.
That's rare for you.
I know, but I
oh my word.
Killed one already.
That's a shame. Uh-oh.
I killed one, but I still have one going. So I'm just hoping for it to get a nice little warm outside so I can actually put it out there. What? Oh, my computer keeps telling me I need to do.
We're not a feedback sort of kind of gang here, so that's just the way that it is with us.
Yeah,
so,
I'm not giving Microsoft any feedback. They don't need any.
Yeah, they can figure it out for themselves. And it just means that they fixed another hole, and that means if you tell them anything, it's gonna be another update.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm like, screw it. When it gets there, it gets there. You know.
Yeah.
So
sure.
We were at she was at Greencastle all weekend. I went Friday. It was fun.
The fiber event in Greencastle. So I got to meet a few of you lovelies there.
That was fun. A few flockers showed up.
Yep. And I'm sure I met a few of you guys that you didn't tell me who you were, but that's okay. I get it.
Yeah.
But I did snag a picture with Sarah May. Got that up on Instagram.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm like, hey, look who I found.
Yeah.
So yeah. Had fun.
That's good.
It was a little chilly.
At Friday morning it was breezy, and then mid-morning leading men were kind of in the same building as you, and they were like on the other side. And when I first came around, they're bundled up in their coats and hats and
freezing on Friday.
Yeah. And then he's like, I gotta run outside, warm up. And then when I saw him a little later, maybe noonish, 12:30, he didn't have the knitted hat on anymore. He still had the coat and mittens and everything, but not the hat. So I said, oh, so it's getting a little warmer in here.
Yeah. Well, they were kind of in line. They were right in the breezeway.
Yeah.
So they got the wind effect onto them. We lucked out and didn't have that on Friday. So Marsha wasn't as cold on Friday as she was on Saturday. I am hot-blooded, so I was, of course, fine both days.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it could have been a notch or two cooler, and I could have put more knit stuff on, but yeah, it's okay.
I never think to wear stuff when I do go to those things. I mean, a scarf or a hat.
Are you kidding me?
I
had something on both days.
Yeah, you did.
I had my orgasm on yesterday, which
it's a great story. Just got to relay that story to our gang. Have to.
Yeah. I had to wear my orgasm yesterday, and of course we got into a couple of good conversations about, I had to get my orgasm on while I was at a fiber event. That's okay. You guys know all about it. And
Yeah.
so, we had some
Working
chuckles
on it
over
here. Yeah.
You're working on your orgasms.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Always
mhm.
trying to keep it going, keep the mojo going.
Good morning, Trish.
Hi,
Happy
Trish.
Easter.
Happy Easter. Yeah, the only thing is you got to kind of, with little computers,
This is a very tiny computer. I think it's a 12-inch screen, so it looks really like
just
a tablet.
Yeah,
It looks like a little tablet, like an iPad. So our comments are very small, and she has her glasses on. I don't have glasses on behind mine.
I had to take.
So I have to
off.
squint.
Yeah, I took them off only because they make me because they're such good glasses. They kind of make it too bright and too too much.
I don't know. Like I'm kind of digging these. Oh, thank you.
Oh, do I have them on the right way? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
They're a little tight. That's why I took it off.
Oh, they're a little tight. I knew to put it on a bigger head. Yeah, you're dinging. Why are you dinging? Do you need to stand up or something? So I did the event Friday and Saturday with Marcia from the Felted Garden. We had a booth together, and you guys were fabulous and come and loved on all of the bags and the stitch markers. And I'm officially going to call them tip huggers because my husband called them tip huggers.
Oh, yeah.
These things. My husband goes, "What are you going to call them?" And I go, "I don't know, like needle keepers, yarns, whatever." And he goes, "It looks like a tip hugger to me."
And we're like, okay.
I'm like, "You're right, honey.
Yeah, there
you are
you
right.
go.
It is a tip hugger."
Yeah.
So yeah, they may be listed as tip huggers on Etsy. They were a big hit at the event. Lots of people loved.
Well, it's such a unique idea. Every time it takes a while. When something kind of grabs, like the progress keepers were a big thing a few years ago because somebody suddenly went, "Oh my God, I can keep track of where I've been with these little bit bigger, like the hooks sort of thing."
Oh yeah.
And so every once in a while, and then the huggers are another really cool thing that you just don't, plus mine has an extra little hook.
I had that super epiphany because, doing the muscle perks and you start with 8 stitches on, I was constantly dropping either a double point or a flexi flip.
Right.
Because you only have 4, if you're on flexis, you have 4 stitches on each flexi flip. If you're on, depending on if you use 3 or 4 double points, you have either 2 or 3 stitches on each needle. I was constantly dropping my stitches. So I said, well, I'm going to try this, and it's brilliant. Not like I'm toting my own, but I was like,
you can toot your own.
I was putting the little keeper, the triangle thingies that you put, and they get in my way when I try and knit around them. So these don't get in my way, and they don't impede my knitting.
Well, see, yeah, and that is one thing.
And they don't fall off of these small needles.
Either flexi flips, double points, whatever. The only thing you probably wouldn't lose them as much as with magic loop because but when you're working with these or stuff, you inevitably.
I'm constantly dropping.
Yeah, it's dropping off. So I understand where that would be a wonderful thing to do.
Yeah, I'm constantly dropping them off. Now I had 4 packs at the fiber event. I don't have them up on Etsy yet, but I will get them up on Etsy. I didn't want to run out for the event, so
yeah.
So I haven't put them up on Etsy yet, but I will get them there, guys. And fiber tornado, happy Easter to you too, and I'm glad you like your stitch markers. And by the way, I love your screen name. That's great.
What was it?
Fiber tornado.
Oh, that's fun. I like that. There's someone we know.
Oh, no. You made it, Miss Colleen. Hi. Happy Easter.
She was here last week with us, remember? She just got done rowing.
Oh, ooh. Try and stay awake and knit with us for a minute.
Woo.
Yeah, she's our rower.
Yeah.
I hope you got lots of miles in so you get
get credit for all of that. So
get a lot farther.
Yeah, I bet she was chilly out there too, because I mean, there's not a lot of wind this morning. But
Colleen, were you rowing in the water or in your basement?
Oh, I don't know.
It is cold. Yeah, she was outside.
She must have been outside rowing with her partner. Yeah, I guess her partner doesn't. Normally, he's not a cold one, so I guess he drags her out in all sorts of weather and things like that. So anyway, and it's a good thing I know John. I don't, and I mean, I know him, but I know him through him because yesterday at the fiber thing, I bought this,
and that's so gonna glow because it's so light.
Yeah, and I take it up. Wait, there is a way to take it apart. Hold on, right like this.
Oh my
goodness! Put my fingers in here. Okay, isn't this cool?
Look at this. It's not gradient. It's
gonna stripe or whatever. This is blue to lavender and white. It's 500 yards of rayon, and it's from Inner Lacement. They're from Wisconsin. So this is, and she says it's a light decay to a sport weight.
Okay.
Thing.
And you're gonna do
and I'm going to get back into my crocheting.
She's going to crochet a little.
So I'm going to do a granny square type shawl. I mean, the typical granny square for 1 to 2 yeah, you do like three double crochets and you put a space, and then everybody's seen a granny square, whether you've never made them, but you can make it so it goes on an angle, and then I can maybe fill in with some like double crochets to give you a little warmth around the shoulders and stuff like that. I thought that'd be great. But they tell me be careful because it will tangle. Sometimes when it tangles, it's kind of a bitch to untangle. And I said, I don't have any worries.
Yeah, don't have any worries.
I said, I have two people that I know exactly can take care of everything.
Yeah, we'll take care of you.
I'm not either you or John. I thought for sure I can only get this. So we're going to get it. We'll get it wound today so that I can
wind it up
together. You. And I thought that's a good thing. So anyway, so this was one of my purchases. She was so busy selling, she didn't even get to go out and buy.
Stop it. You guys had snow in Ontario.
Oh my God.
No.
Ontario. Well, that's up there. It's on the other side.
Yeah, I know, but no.
And this is a cold front. No. This is a cold front that came down from the north.
It's mid-April. We don't need snow no more.
I know. When do you guys in Ontario usually not get snow?
Colleen, you did not have to give that information to us. We didn't need to know. La la la. I can't hear you. We are not getting snow tonight.
Stop.
That's what Colleen just says. It's in our forecast for tonight.
You can tell she's an engineer because she's looked at
La la la. I can't hear you, Colleen.
I'm not calling. No snow tonight.
No soup for you, Colleen.
Yeah, you can't have any anymore. For now, you have to sit over there when you're here, right? Yeah. Like right over there. So we'll put you over there.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so we're going to get this wound, and then maybe I might even get it started a little bit before I go on my vacation in a couple weeks. But that's one of my projects that I'm going to do on vacation. And then
so you have to stop for just a second. I saw the coolest. I mean, I saw a lot of cool things this weekend, but the one thing that totally stood out to me, and I'm gonna have to do it, is the granny square cardigan.
Oh yes,
I have to do the granny square cardigan. I just don't know what I'm gonna do it in just yet, but I literally have to do it. I was mesmerized by this darn thing.
I bet it was so cool.
And what she probably made it in something. It was acrylic. And it was worsted weight.
Sure.
So it was something like a red heart or that sort of thing. But it was just so cool. She did it in greens and purples and whitesy creams.
Oh,
so it was super cool. I'm probably just going to stash dive.
Yeah.
So mine may be like, I don't know, fingering held double and multi different colors like or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But
gotta do it.
Gonna have to do one of those. So I have to go, find a pattern somewhere.
I'm sure.
And do it. She goes, I actually got it done in a weekend.
Well, granny squares are so easy to do.
And granny, I mean, it's little like triangle granny squares.
Right.
And
then
hers was worsted weight, so
right, and whipping them together, or
I think hers had like 4 or 5 rounds on each square, and then they were sewn together.
Nice.
Yeah, I was like, she's like, yeah, like it was like a weekend, maybe a long weekend, but a weekend.
Yeah.
And she had it done and sewn together.
Yeah.
I was.
Well, yeah,
Like,
and if you
I
didn't
have
want
to
to
do it,
and since you could combine them both, because if you do the front and the back with the granny squares, you could just do the colors.
The arms are.
I know, but I
grannies
would knit the arms with all
Oh
the
no,
colors.
God, no, I'm not knitting.
I would.
Not knitting the arms. That's the worst part of a sweater is knitting the arms, unless I
No,
give it
they're
to
not.
Colleen and she can
It's
just
only-
zip them up.
I have littler arms.
Short arms.
And I'd start them like here where my shirt ends. See?
Right. 3/4 length. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
No,
well,
so
you
I'm
could-
gonna have to do one of those.
Oh,
I
that'd
have to
be
do one of
fun.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be
Yeah, so we'll have to look. And if you haven't seen one, I'm sure there's a pattern or two on Ravelry. So
Maybe
just
I'll
look them
do it
up.
like fiddle bits, but do a solid color added to with fiddle bits, so that
That'd be
there's a
fun.
solid color everywhere.
Right.
But then everything else is like.
And
That would be
or round them all with one color.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
when you sew them together, yeah, there you
Yeah.
have. Oh, cool. That sounds
Okay.
fun.
That'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
put my brain together for that
Yeah.
one.
That'll be fun.
What else did you get?
The other thing I bought was Spotted Circus. They are from, I'm not so sure where she's from.
Spotted Circus, though.
SpottedCircus.com. Can't really see as much, but it's gray and this glows in the dark.
How about up a little bit higher? There we go. So the colors glow in the dark, guys.
Spooky. And it really does. And it's like, it's
so
the
great.
green and the orange, and it's like so cool.
And
so
purple.
and purple, and they all glow in the dark.
And so one is DK and one is fingering.
right,
Is
the
that
fingering I think is going to be a muscle bird
Okay.
with neon thrown in there,
Okay.
like a few neon oranges and stuff, and then the other one's
Because you have some neon oranges and stuff
I'm sure I do.
left over from maybe
Well,
your
whatchamajiggy,
the painted bricks.
painted brick hat.
Mhm.
So
We help each other with words.
yeah. I know what I'm talking about. It just when it just doesn't come out here the right proper way. But this was really fun. Our friend Joy was there, manager. She was the one that pointed it out, and it came in black and then green. And Carly, I think, bought the green base with this in it.
Ooh,
Yeah. And Mary from Rebel Pearl, she was down there too.
yeah,
She
I
actually
chatted
had
with
a
her a
really
bit.
she was the first one that I came across with the glow.
Oh,
and-
yeah, for
and
sure.
with the black
yeah.
light and stuff.
Yeah.
And she had this whole set that she put together and she dyed like full skeins.
Yeah,
that
where
are
were
glow.
you and I were at, and we were like, check these out, and we were
Yeah,
taking the
it was
like,
like I don't remember what event it was, but it was one of those that we were like,
and we ran
"Hey!"
into Rebel Pearl, and we
Yeah.
were like, oh, this is great.
This is great. So Mary had quite a few fun things. I told her, I said, I'll just have to get online once I have mojo when it comes to getting it. I just don't have a lot of mojo in doing it recently. You have one of those slumps every once in a while.
So you're having fun collecting.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
that's okay.
Because it's a spring and now we have to make our nest. I have to dig up all my stuff. Squirrels.
I have to admit, I was quite surprised about how many people just loved the egg stitch markers. I'm going to have to get more. Like I am.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people that got eggs. They look like fried eggs, guys.
They
They're not on Etsy yet. I will get them up there on Etsy. I'll get a lot of this stuff up on Etsy, but
yeah, they do. They look like a little fried egg. Perfect.
I was amazed at how many people love the fried eggs, and I got them because of the butt nugget.
Oh yeah,
joke.
when we were doing that before.
My husband said to me one morning that he wanted white brownies and butt nuggets after telling the joke.
And we're looking at him like, huh?
This little boy asked his mom for white brownies, and so she made him blondies. And he was like, no, I I want white brownies. And so she asked the husband, and the husband said, oh, he wants hash browns. So my husband, after he gets done telling me this story about this little boy, my husband turns to me and says, honey, would you make me some white brownies and butt nuggets for breakfast? Yeah.
And then when we were in Florida, we actually found an egg container that said
farm fresh butt nuggets.
It was funniest thing was it was
so so of course when I found eggs in Charms, I had to fried eggs and Charms. I had to get those for the butt nugget.
Yeah.
Inside joke bars.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people love those. So
those
I'm down to only a few of those left. Which is good.
Which is good.
Which is good. I'm glad you guys like your farm fresh butt nuggets.
There you have it. And if somebody says, hey, aren't you going to make breakfast? Put one of those on the plate.
Yeah, just give them one of those.
So you're going to get, buddy, until you get there.
That's it.
So that's and I bought some buttons.
I know they were right across the way from me. I didn't even get over there.
This was on the other side. These were like ceramic, and they were a little bit different. But I did buy these to go.
You can't see those through there.
Can't see those.
Let me see if I can just hold a couple of these up for you guys. Oh, look at these.
Those are cute. Isn't that fun?
Cute.
It's got a little thread thing on it. I thought that'd be fun to have. And the other ones are black and white. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but I really like
ceramic.
them.
Look at those. Yeah, they're ceramic buttons. Oh my goodness. I didn't get over and see those.
And then these.
I didn't get very far away from our own booth.
These here, these are like a wooden. There you go. See, nice wooden.
Yeah.
These are the buttons that are going to go, and you won't be able to see this pattern. You'll have to look it up. It's called Lamont Royal. Okay, I know you can't really tell. It's white on white and stuff. It's a crocheted bulky weight. I mean,
it's knitted. Crochet. I was like, knitted. Oh, it's crocheted.
Knitted bulky weight poncho shawl type thing that you put buttons on, and these little blue ones are going to go on there for it. And you use a size 10, so of course I'll probably have to go up to an 11
or a 12 or a 13.
Yeah,
or maybe a 14.
No.
Ballistically tight over here.
My mother will be warm.
Yeah, right.
And I went to Hobby Lobby, and they had yarn on sale, and I bought the bulky. I can't remember the yarn that it was, but I bought one of the.
I love this yarn. That's what they sell.
Yeah, I know, but I think I bought Yarn Bee.
Oh well, they sell that too.
Yeah, I bought Yarn Bee, and they.
We're not complete yarn snobs. We will get.
Oh no! Yeah. And it's soft, and it's got a little bit of a halo to it.
I'm amazed.
It's acrylic.
Yeah, no, I'm amazed
because
at the acrylics nowadays.
With Mom being in assisted living, people are always, hi Ruth, how are you?
Or, not only that, but it gets washed.
Yeah, and then she can just throw it in the wash, and she doesn't have to worry about it or anything. So
tell me you didn't do it in like white.
No, I'm cream.
Oh, cream, just as bad. Like, tell me not white. Nope. Cream.
I did it in cream for the main reason that.
You can't vary from what the picture looks like on the.
No. I thought it was more versatile. She could use it with so much everything when she's out and about. Because then she's always cold, and I thought she can wear it with everything then.
Okay. All right.
Because I thought blue at first, but I didn't want to work with anything too dark. But this is another cruise project. So you'll see it after the cruise when I get back.
Yeah, because you'll be all done with it.
I should be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that big, and I'm going on. It's on a size like I said, 10 to.
Well, it's supposed to be a 10. The pattern says for 10. She's ballistically tight. I think she should take a size 14 with her.
Probably.
To make sure.
And then one other thing I might do. It's this cute little pattern that I got in my latest packet of minis. I'm on the mini monthly from Leading Men, and every 3 months they send you a card with a pattern. This pattern comes out on the 25th of April. It's from Paper Daisies, Lisa Ross, aka Paper Daisy Creations, and it's called Short Stack Hat and Mittens. So I thought that'd be kind of fun, right up my alley for vacation. Yeah. So those are my 3 main vacation items.
Okay.
That I'm going to take, and I hopefully will start a Musselburgh before I go just to have a spare thing to do.
Yeah, do you need some tip huggers for your start?
Yeah, I might need those
You
for
might
my
need
start.
some tip huggers
Yeah.
to start with. Yeah.
So, and my last week we talked about my stitching, that I do stitching as well.
Yeah, somebody asked, somebody requested, I want to see what it looks like.
This one's
That looks like a flock thing. That looks like a flock thing. Be a flamingo in a flock of pigeons. Yes.
There's one of my stitchings. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, if I do it this way, you'll be able to see right through it and see all the nasty stitches on the other side.
No, you can't. Look at the screen.
Oh, no, you can't. Okay. Yeah.
But I think that needs to be framed.
Yeah, it does. It's been done for a while.
A few years, 3. She actually put the date down there, 19.
Yeah, well, whatever.
I haven't done any of those in a long time. As a matter of fact, my mother-in-law was just here a couple of weeks ago, and she was going to, that's her jam. Cross stitch is her jam, which is totally cool. I can always get her a new kit, and she just is ecstatic. But she finished up the one she was working on, and she brought another one to do. And then she sat down, and it was a kit, and it had all the thread and all this stuff in it, and no fabric. And it was on a Sunday.
Oh.
So of course we have a Hobby Lobby that's like right by my house, but they're closed on Sundays.
Oh.
And it was at night, and so like we weren't going to go anywhere to get anything.
Yeah, because by the time you would get, it'd be closing. Yeah,
right.
So,
and my eyes are so bad. I stopped doing cross stitch a long time ago, and I had like everything. I was like one of those people. I had all the things wound up and in the containers and like and I had already given it all to her,
right?
Because she would use it, right?
Right.
But I had one Santa book,
and you had a piece in there.
I had one big giant Santa book that I had kept, just thinking, well, if I ever do it again, these would be the ones that I would do. And I knew which bag it was in. I knew where it was. And I was like, I may have some fabric left. Like I may not have gotten rid of all my fabric. So I pull it out. Guys, there was dog hair in it. I haven't had a dog for like 10 years.
Yeah, but still, you just made your hit parade. You went from here on her list way up here.
But I had fabric, but it was like 18 or 22 count, and she was like, "No,
no." Yeah, I'm sort of the same way. Everything has to go on at least 14 or less. I think everything's gonna have to go on like 7. Plastic canvas.
I only did 12 and 14 count. Like when I
was never linen. Only when
linen is too crazy. But
yeah, I think I did.
My jam.
Yeah,
for the most part, 18 was my jam.
Yeah, and I love 18, and I love the linen look because it looks, you can't even tell, But yeah, that's not me. And I'm
not counting threads.
Yeah, I was never even with needlepoint the same way. It was always on the bigger pattern. I would do my needlepoint on those latch hook rugs.
Maggie from South Africa again.
Hi, Maggie from South Africa.
Happy Easter. Happy Easter to Sarah, too. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab the Santa that I finished.
Okay, she found the Santa. Her last Santa she finished. Well, Maggie from South Africa, when I get down there, I'll let you know and we'll get together. South Africa is on my bucket list, so I have to get down to South Africa. Been to Australia, but I got to get back, and I want to get to Tasmania. As you all know, I'm a traveler from way back. I think maybe I was a traveler. Maybe I was a sea person at one time because I really like being on the ocean. That'd probably be, but I wouldn't want to work. I just like sit watching it, so being on like a cargo ship wouldn't be fun for me. But I understand that some of them take on passengers.
Don't look at all of the stains on it.
I won't look.
Because I haven't actually washed it. I just threw it in this frame a long time ago.
Look at her work.
But here's my last Santa that I did.
That's incredible work. Wow. Is that beautiful?
I can't do it anymore, though. I just can't.
Oh, man.
It hurts my eyes. My eyes don't.
This is nice. Yeah.
I was super into Santas, so lots of people got Santas from me.
Yeah. He's cute, isn't he? He looks good.
He's my old timey. He's my
I
old
like
timey
him.
Santa. He needs to
Be blocked and
he needs to be washed and blocked and professionally framed.
yeah.
I heard you talking about Australia.
Oh, I was telling Maggie from South Africa. It's on my list.
Oh, South Africa.
Yeah, and that we'll get together when I get down there.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and then Australia, I've already been, but I'll come back, and when I get to Australia, I'll come and see our Australia friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. I want to go to Australia with you.
Okay.
When you go to Australia, let me know.
I'll let you know.
I don't know if the government doesn't take all my money. Like they took a lot of money on this tax season.
Oh,
The buggers.
No, I know. I think tomorrow I'd be careful if anybody, the mail probably gets stolen because everybody's writing a check. It was funny back in the day when you did file a paper. I don't know how
What the hell did you
it might be better if you did it
like that?
I was trying to come up with a unique way to put, because I didn't want to put it in a basket this year. I just thought I'd just do something useful. Everything in there is pretty useful. I didn't go
Except for
crazy.
the ribbon that I can't get undone.
Well, you can, now it's cool. It's a nice ribbon.
Oh, no.
Probably not
Thank
even
you.
single.
No. No.
Here,
Let's
just
see.
put it
We'll put it in between my
the
ears. There we
you
go. There. Here.
Yeah, she has to have it all together. There you go.
Here we are.
Oh, that works good. Adds a lot
Looks
of
like I
flavor
have
to it.
a-
Yeah.
It's my flair. For
There
the
you
day.
go.
It's my flair.
Oh my gosh, it's you, girl. It's just you. I'm telling you.
You're
No,
so
it's-
funny.
I was telling them that maybe at one point I must have been a boat person because I like being on the water, but I don't think I was ever like a worker because I just like to sit and watch it. So, I think maybe in a past life I could have been like the first mate or something. So I just stood up there and watched the ocean go by and didn't have to scrub the deck or be a swabby or something or like that.
Yeah, you would be like, well, in a past life, I
Yeah.
think you would just be the wife.
Oh, you think? No,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Actually, we're going on one of the cruise to Alaska has 3 women in their top crew, the header, the mates or whatever.
Right.
And they're just putting their latest ship, celebrity's latest ship, has like a whole female top crew,
Awesome.
captain on down.
Awesome.
Yeah. When we went to Antarctica, they were having a question and answer. The captain was there, and I said, my first 2 questions for him was nice, tall Greek guy, looked great, but in the bistro every day they had his favorite cake.
Who just came in the front door? Oh, hey!
Our girl there.
Hey, Cleve! I'm like, who just came in the front door?
I
Like,
thought it was Jamie going out the front door.
no, he wouldn't go out the front door.
Come on, come
Pull up
on
a
in.
chair.
Well, so
Yeah, how did you? Were you over at Yard?
She was over at Eagle Creek, which is right down the way.
I was at home while I went rowing,
You were at home and you saw we were live, and I was like, I'm going over there.
and I was, chatting with you guys.
Yeah, I know. How did you manage to get here so fast?
And then I said, "Hey, John, I think I'm gonna go see the ladies. They're live." He's like, "You should." So I got in my car, and
That's
I just
awesome.
walked in.
Yeah, just walked in unannounced. It's okay. That's how my house is.
Jamie
Just
was
come in.
here and he went to take a shower and he says, well, I'm going to take all my stuff away. And I just thought maybe Jamie went to his office, grabbed something and went out the front door.
No, he doesn't
That
go
was
out the
me.
front door.
No.
I thought, oh my
I
God,
was like,
how fun.
somebody just walked into my
No, it's
house
just me.
on Easter. They probably thought it was somebody's
Somebody, your
house for
neighbors.
Easter,
All right, I'm gonna get some coffee.
Yeah,
Carry
please
on.
do.
Okay, well, carry on.
I need to carry on with this. She brought me tchotchke shit, but I didn't have any Easter towels, so she wrapped it in towels.
Yeah, I did. I thought
And I don't have any, so now I have Easter
I
towels.
have Easter towels. See,
But
and I
they're
told
so
you, they're all
cute.
very functional this year. Very functional.
This is functional.
Yeah.
Well, these are functional.
I had to get them when I saw them.
Padded comfort handles, but they're just cutters.
They're pink. I don't know if you would use them or not, but they were like a tool that was pink.
Cute.
Isn't that
They're
cute?
pink. They're pink, guys.
I didn't know if it was something, but that's the only thing they had. It's pink.
Okay. What in the flying Fluckabirds? Look at this.
It's a pen.
Well, obviously it's a pen, but it's a
Sectional.
very heavy. Look how heavy that sucker is.
You know what though? I would bring it to work.
Oh, it's going to work.
And I'd be like, and you listen to me.
It's going to work. The last pen she brought me, like nobody steals it because it's so girly. Nobody will take it. And I'll wind up chick. Okay. No, it just needs to be wound up.
Here, I can move my stuff.
Maybe this
You
is.
weren't planning on having me.
Oh, it's not a chick. It's
Yeah,
a bunny.
there you go. You can put those. Hey, there you go. Don't you see better with them on?
I do actually.
Yeah.
I can't see it, guys. Sorry. Oh my gosh, that's too much.
These are kind of fun. Yeah, throwing stuff all over the place.
It shoots the balls.
It would. That's awesome. It's a freaking flamingo that shoots the balls. Oh. You know the boys at work are going to have a blast with that one across the warehouse. And, you know, because no little Easter thing is
Yeah.
without a chocolate Easter bunny.
And
Thank
if I
you.
had known, Colleen would have had one too. But
Okay.
no. But you know,
Another Easter surprise.
yeah, there you have it. And she has 2 towels now.
And
for
2
Easter.
towels for Easter.
So there you have it.
Thank
You're
you,
very
my
welcome.
lady.
You're very welcome.
Yeah,
it just
I'm
gives me an
going-
excuse to get tchotchke stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Ah. Anyway,
I don't have a whole lot.
yeah, he's really happy.
He's really happy. I started.
You can hear him.
So, Steve and Andy at Leading Men. I had to apologize to them yesterday.
Why? What'd you do?
Well,
Well, I mentioned this colorway,
Yeah.
which I'm not going to tell you guys what colorway it is, but this is from Leading Men. And child.
well, maybe I can get it to knit. Look, it likes my knitting needles. Maybe I can get it to knit.
So at any rate, I mentioned this and a few podcasts ago, and one of our friends, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
She went over to Leading Men at the fiber event and was like devastated that they didn't have this colorway made up in there. And they had, you know, like 60 different racks with all of their colors on it and everything. So she special ordered 2 skeins.
Oh, I didn't realize she special ordered them. Karen, you left that part out.
Yeah, she left.
Evidently it's a very labor intensive colorway that they do, and it's not discontinued. It's just one that it's very labor intensive to do. So
well,
they
I
don't
can
do
see
it all the
they
time.
do. There's purple and teal and pink and,
And
yellow
green
and green and
Mhm.
and.
So
blue
Andy was
and-
like, well, I took the order, but Steve's gonna have to do it.
Oh, too funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty good. I
So,
was like, I'm sorry, I'm to blame for that one because I kind of showed it on
so
my
if
podcast.
you've seen it on the podcast and it's something like, then just email them and let them know that. you
Yeah,
might be
and
interested
tell
in
him
it.
that the flock sent you so I can get in more trouble with Andy and Steve. So
Wow.
please.
So
Leading
Karen
Men.
told me she had ordered 2 skeins or bought 2 skeins, and one is for me. Thank you, Karen. So I said we should knit the same thing together. And then she starts rattling off all the stuff she's working on. You know, like all of us, we all have a gazillion.
Yes.
No, we don't have any.
No.
any projects
And
on
how
now.
slow she is. And I said, well, I'm slow too. So maybe whenever we get our yarn in, we'll let everybody know and we'll let you know what we decide to do with it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. And it'll be like a 6-month knit along.
Well, and maybe my musselburg might be halfway done by the time you get it. Maybe. And you can see what a musselburg looks like with it.
That's what I think we'll probably do. That was the
Yeah.
first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah.
We actually, Marcia and I met a musselburg family mom and dad both had on a Musselburgh, and little baby boy, like 2 years old, had on a Musselburgh.
Oh my God.
I was like,
so
I
cool.
spy a Musselburgh. And she was like, it's a Musselburgh family. And I went, oh, it is.
Nice.
It was great.
It's so cool.
That's
Yeah.
cute.
That's
Family.
I like that Musselburgh
And
family.
the dad was like, yes, this is the hat that I go to every single time. So it's not just a my family thing.
I wore
other
mine
families
one of mine when I was rowing this morning because it was 33 degrees when I went out in the water this morning.
Crazy people.
No.
I remember those days though when I was semi-athletic.
Maybe in a past life you were an ocean birds.
That's probably it because I love the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Smart, thanks. I like that.
And yet they do a lot of sitting and watching.
Yeah, that's me. I like that.
We have South Africa and Australia and Sweden on watching again.
Oh,
I am amazed. You guys like
where are you? Where are you in Sweden?
So Sweden, come back on.
Is she still
yeah,
there?
she's still there.
She's still there somewhere.
Happy Easter from Sweden.
I used to go to Sweden for work. I used to go to Finspång.
Finspång?
Finspång.
Finspång.
It's the middle of nowhere. It's like telling somebody you go to Kokomo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kokomo. We didn't mean to insult you.
But it's like you fly into
No offense.
Stockholm and then you take a couple of trains and, a few hours later you're there.
Oh,
but you're
really?
this small town in the middle of nowhere. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
What did? Oh, yeah. And you were doing. Then they were. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. I really liked it. Loved Sweden. And there's water everywhere. And so I had it in my head if I had to move there, I was gonna buy some land or borrow some land and build a house so I could row to the office. That's how much
That
water
would
was
be
there.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except I don't know. During the winter months, it gets a little nippy up there.
When I was there, it was warmer there than it was here. Right? So.
Yeah, we did one of those cruises to see the leaves, the fall foliage up in New England.
Oh, you've done that?
And we did the sweat, and we all made sweaters to wear, and it was 80 degrees the entire time. I think we only saw leaves at one point. That was in Newfoundland. Otherwise, everything else was as green as could be.
Right.
Yeah, and it was like, okay, it's like, because I always wanted to see Washington, D.C. during the cherry festival, the cherry trees.
Oh, yeah.
One year I flew out. My husband used to go out there quite a bit. And so I went out.
For work.
Yeah. And I went out and I flew in over and it was so pretty and pink and everything. And he picked me up and then we went in the next day. And the reason it looked so pink is because everything was on the ground. It had a bad storm and all of the foliage petals and everything were on the ground. And so another year I went and I thought, oh, this will be better. The weather's been cooler. They're saying everything's going to bloom out. And we were like 2 days too early. All I had was buds everywhere. So one of my
probably just extended your stay.
Yeah, I probably should have, but I was working back then. So one of those things that, got in the way. I get
She's
it.
an hour from Stockholm.
She's an hour from Stockholm.
With the train north.
Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't been there, but you know what? I do miss traveling to Sweden.
Yeah. You really always enjoyed doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I miss it.
I bet.
Poland.
Yeah.
In Poland.
Poland's on my hit list too. Sweden, I want to do the first time on a cruise so I can get the feel for it and see all the fjords and all the things in Norway and Finland and stuff. And yeah. And I want to get back to Iceland. So if somebody's watching from Iceland, say hi because I love Iceland.
Yeah.
And I don't know how you did all that travel without a translator.
Thankfully, majority of the people speak English.
Thank you.
Thank you. Because I'm just a dumb American. Yeah.
That's amazing though.
Yeah.
When we were in France, we saw the Tower to Notre Dame, but we couldn't really get a focus as to which way to go. And I'm sure they're asked 9,000 times a day when they're out walking. But this guy told us to go in the opposite direction.
So he was helpful.
So it was helpful, But we saw some court building or something, which was pretty cool. And then my niece was with us, and she was like 15 at the time, and she said, some lady comes by and she goes, "This is not Notre Dame." And the lady goes, "No, mate." And she starts with her French and so nice, and kind of gotten Madison in the way and told her which streets, and Madison remembered. So she got us to Notre Dame. So that was fine.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. So that saved the way. Even though my sister spoke French for years and she could read it better than understand it,
Well, and each country has their slang version of
Sure.
even us. Like,
Sure.
if you're taught English as a second language, I bet it would be hard to understand us because we slang everything.
Yeah, that's true. I'm sure for you, like when we were in Ireland and then, the boot, and I'm thinking, what the hell? Just put it in the boot.
Just put it in the
trunk.
boot.
Yeah. And I was like, you're like,
that's an easy one.
Yeah.
Come on.
But that's the only one I kind of remember. They had some really fun, nasty sayings, but I didn't remember them. Well, we could have to be careful. We had my niece with me.
Well, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Sort of. Had to be
We
careful.
couldn't be talking about tip huggers and orgasms, huh?
I really like this.
That turns out really nice.
Let me get to the end of the row here and I'll show you guys what it looks like. I'm gonna have to figure out the color on my camera and whatnot on this computer so that you guys get a truer
color sense. Yeah.
and it doesn't blow out. Like
I bet
it
they can
seems
get
like
this
everything-
color. Yeah, let's see.
Oh yeah, no, that so blows out on the screen.
Well, it looks like you're wearing gray, right? If you look at us.
Yeah, I know.
She's
and
not.
It's teal. It is like
It's teal.
a dark teal.
No, I'm not. No, I
And
picked it
she's
on
wearing
purpose.
bright.
I picked it on purpose. So anyway,
Okay, here's the end of this row.
yeah, there you go. See how it's looking?
Yeah, love it.
Love
Karen,
it.
you want to do a muscle grip with that?
So it's leading men, and it's Karen. It's the one that you just ordered. I'm not going to tell you the colorway because Amy and Steve don't really like making the colorway.
But it's awesome.
But it's funny. She even said to them, "Why don't you
No.
retire it?" And they're like, "Oh, we don't retire."
We don't retire. We don't retire these, but this one's very labor intensive. It's called Carnival, guys.
Yeah. But you didn't hear that.
But
from
you didn't
us.
hear it from. Don't tell them that.
Don't tell them we told you. Just say you heard it somewhere that they have this.
But this is blowing out super bad. But it is teal and green and hot pink and purple and white and it's
so
just
fun.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
It's very springy.
very fun.
It's very bright. These are very bright colors in here. It's just blowing out super bad on the screen.
Oh well.
There, that looks better.
That
Yeah,
looks
now you
closer
can
to
see
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just have to kind of get it in the mirror there.
It'll be fun to see once I get it a little bit bigger to see what this
Yeah.
will be. But that's my story. I don't really have much this week because I was.
How's your Misselberg coming?
Well, I haven't really worked on it. I was
Oh,
busy
that's about the
training
same.
this week, but I have a swatch,
a
guys.
swatch? A
You know,
swatch
everyone
watch?
hates the
Oh,
swatch.
nice. The
So-
sweater.
Yeah, so
Oh, that's gonna be gorgeous.
I'm gonna have I measured my gauge. I'm gonna have these ladies double check it for me. Part of the reason why I came
Look
over.
at this. Oh,
Um,
look at this. Remember we had this
And
color
this is
discussion?
for
so
your
fun.
so
Simple
simple something.
simple something
something,
sweater.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
So I'm, such an
She's at it.
engineer. When I go ahead and have my gauge swatch done, I usually have people triple check because I don't really want to start and be wrong.
Do you
Can't have
change
that.
your gauge when you get going, or do you?
I don't measure again.
Oh,
No, not gonna measure again.
once you start, that's it.
Well,
Okay.
and I think you're pretty even keeled kind
Yeah,
of
I
person.
think so.
I think your tension is
My
pretty,
tension is pretty much the
pretty
same.
accurate.
Yeah, the thing with me
I-
is my
I do not-
swatch is pretty okay
But
because I'm
but-
thinking not to be tight,
Oh,
and then
yeah, you're actively
yeah,
thinking.
but then as
And I'm like,
if
you
it
just
was
need
my
to knit like
swatch,
you
it would
knit for
be
your swatch.
Yeah.
like this.
Oh yeah, no. No, my tension's pretty stable.
Oh, I love this. This is gonna
So-
look so cool.
That'll be a cool sweater.
Yeah,
Nice
yeah, yeah.
sweater.
So anyway, we'll measure that again.
You've all seen the
when we're done.
swatch here.
Right? For those of you who don't want to swatch, this is my second swatch because the first one I didn't like.
But this is why you swatch.
And this is why you swatch.
This is
Yeah.
why you swatch. If you don't
Yeah.
like the fabric, don't do it. But
Yeah.
Okay, so how are you starting that cast on? If you're talking about the Musselberg hat, I just do a long tail cast on
me too.
and then move the stitches around because whatever she calls for, I'd have to look it up, and I didn't.
It's
do
a
it.
disappearing cast on. You make a
Yeah.
circle and you go through the circle, and then when you pull it, it disappears.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
probably looks very nice.
And it
but
does.
Okay, so
But-
yes, Yarn Girl, she's talking about the Musselburgh.
Okay.
I tried it with the invisible one that she recommends in her first pattern. I haven't printed off the new one. You have the new one. She also gives you a tutorial for some other kind, which I did try. Can't remember the exact name of it. However, I have found for me that I just long tail cast on 8 stitches, and I use my tail, the leftover tail that's left over, to weave that closed at the end when I'm completely done with the hat.
And it closes up.
And it closes up just
because
fine.
that's what I ended up with mine. You never even know. Yeah.
Otherwise, I just feel like I'm completely fiddling with it for like an hour trying to get those first 8 stitches on and not, yeah.
Well, now
I
that you
just do a
have
long
tip
tail
things
cast on.
on it, might be helpful because what I found,
It's
I
still
did
just-
get it on there, but it slipped, and then I didn't know what to do after the fact when it was, yeah.
Get some tip huggers.
So, not that we're promoting any sort of item.
No,
here.
but they
But-
are very helpful, especially at the beginning of the Musselburgh. I have to
that's
admit.
pretty smart.
I have
Yeah,
to admit. It's like,
yeah.
it was a game changer.
And
for
they
me, 'cause
come
I don't
on
do that
off-
much on double points or flexi
Mhm.
flips or, whatever. And my stitches were constantly falling off.
Yeah.
Right. And for me,
Not
by
that I have a
now,
hard time picking up my stitches. I don't, but
and by now I'd have it on a 5-inch with a shorty, and just to go round and round. I wouldn't even be using
stretch the
I
hell out of
wouldn't
it
even-
to do that.
No,
But
the
yeah.
little, no, it would
I
work.
know.
The shorties are great because they have like a little 5-inch thing. So as soon as I can put it on a shorty just to go
Oh, yeah.
round, I do. I
Yeah,
love
me too.
I love my flexi flips and my double points and stuff at first starting and doing things like that. But I like my round and rounders,
Good luck with your Musselburgh, Lisa. I think you're gonna love it. And
Mhm.
it ends
Yes.
up being the hat of choice. I know this was I know the Musselburgh was a knit along or whatever, probably close to a year ago from some other podcast, and I didn't do the knit along. I don't think any of us did the knit
No.
along with them.
The
But
first
it hyped up so much that I'm like, okay, I have to give this hat a try.
the first pattern I found was
Yeah.
a Voyager. It's called a Voyager cap.
Right.
And it's very similar, does the same
Mhm.
sort of thing. It just
Mhm.
doesn't widen out quick enough.
Mhm.
And it has more counting because you do like 9 stitches, knit front back, and then keep
Mm.
going. That's how they
Yeah.
did their increases. Whereas this has the increases and the decreases you can figure
I've
evenly.
I've adapted it a little bit. I had to adapt it a little bit because my brain, it has a make one right and make one left.
Right.
And I know how to do them. It's not that I don't know how to do them. I just chose not to on this one.
It doesn't make any
So
difference.
yes, it does.
Oh, it
Because
does?
if you do, I just prefer to do a knit front and back.
Yeah.
And that changes because if you do a make one, you're not, yeah.
Oh,
If you
yeah,
do a make
okay, I
one, you're
see.
making an actual
Right,
stitch. Where
right.
if you do
I see.
knit
can even
front and
see,
back,
yeah.
you're making one stitch into 2 stitches.
Right. I
So
see.
it does change the pattern.
It does
but
change it a bit.
yeah,
Well,
but that's okay. I did a little jot down on my pattern
Sure.
and went, yep, this is what I'm doing.
yeah. Well, and whatever works for you, sometimes it's 2 lefts and sometimes it's 2 rights with it.
It's a great hat for when it's cold because especially if you make it longer, you have 4 layers
right
over
here.
your,
Right.
yeah, it's a great
Over
hat
your
for when
ears.
it's cold.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it really is. Or you just shove it and it just kind of falls back and
Yeah.
so it's a wonderful hat. And I've only made one and I'm in love with it. So and I'm gonna do another one on vacation. So
Yeah.
That's seeing what not to be. Get out of my way, mister. I can't talk to you. I gotta
It's
wear
a-
my Musselburgh.
It's a good, you don't have to think about it. You can be in a movie theater and do it
Mhm.
too. You can do it completely in the dark once you get past the increases.
Mhm. And the decreases.
Well, the decreases, then you're on the home stretch and you
Mhm.
just want to be done with it,
True. You do have a point there. Yeah, you do on that.
But yeah,
Look, somebody didn't like the Musselburgh. Well,
that's okay.
that's okay.
Yeah.
That's not for everybody.
She does
Yeah,
have
absolutely.
another.
It's not for everybody.
She has just the regular 2x2 or the whatever, just a single. She has a couple of regular hat patterns that
Yeah.
are done. That's a lot of her stuff, but she does a lot of some of her sweaters and stuff with the color work because she's not a gauge person. So I'm thinking, how in the hell are you going to do that? What do? A first inch of your sweater and then decide how much you put in or something. I haven't gotten that far with her, but I do like her. I do.
That would stress me out.
Yeah. Yeah. With me too. Yeah, that's too non-engineering for you. Yeah.
Or you could be like me and do all of the color work and realize that you were 2 repeats short.
I probably would have just cried and cried and cried. I would have called. I would have sent you a text. Help me
Mm-hmm.
with a cry emoji.
I'm like, well, how many bottles of wine should I bring over?
Where's your husband?
Where's your husband?
Where are
And
the
are the
dogs?
dogs okay?
Yeah.
Are the dogs okay? If that's all that really matters.
Yeah. How much
No,
cash do I need to bring to bail you out?
I did almost cry, and then I called Leah. So
Yeah.
I did kind of the same thing that you would have
Yeah.
done, you know. Like, and Leah's like, "Oh, we can fix this. Don't worry about it." I'm like,
Oh,
"Should we just steak it?"
That's another one, guys. Do you steak? I can't wrap my head around that. You know what I need to do? I need to do like a swatch steak just to prove to myself that it works.
That you can do it.
I know that it works.
Obviously, it works. Lots of people do it.
Yeah,
I've
people
never
do
done
it.
one.
I
I've
can't
noticed
bring
it.
myself to do it.
okay. If you think about it, if you do my limp thumb mitten,
Mhm.
and then you take out the waist canvas and you pick up the stitches, that's very similar to like a steeking.
No,
idea.
steaking you cut.
No. I know you cut, but you have a hole there.
No, but that's like an afterthought. Well, that I can do.
Okay. Well, you
It's
would
just
pick.
live stitches.
just
Cutting
pick up
is
the
not
stitches.
live
This is
stitches.
like, here, you spent all this time knitting, so let's take some sharp scissors
And cut it.
I know. Kristen does it a lot.
I know she does. She does fabulous work.
Oh, I know. Even post COVID, she does amazing work. She had it bad because she got it like really early on. So she's had a lot of issues. Plus she had lupus, and so she's afraid. But she does a brioche. She is one of these that could knit in a movie theater in the dark and finish it in an hour.
Yeah.
Her and Leah.
Mhm.
Can't understand how to secure the stitches before I cut.
Uh-huh.
I need to do a swatch and cut
Yeah.
as well. I agree.
Well, we should do that.
We
Well,
should.
there's two ways. You either pick up the stitches and then cut and unravel, or you sew.
You like take a sewing
Taking
machine
a
and
sewing
sew.
machine and sew down this one and sew down this one, and then and then cut it. So you have a seam there.
So then I would have to do all my knitting, give it to Deb, who has a sewing machine.
And then I would be over there going, how's your jacket working? Is it
You
Yeah.
were sewing.
Okay.
We get, it was sewing.
Yeah, right? Sewing is forget it. Right? So yeah, that whole sticky.
I have a cardigan that needs sticking, and I'm not looking forward to it. Right? Like, I spent 4.5 years doing this darn sweater. I am not cutting
You
it.
want me
Dang
to
it.
cut it? No.
I'm with you. Like, I couldn't. Oh, wow.
I know. So I haven't actually done it. I've watched Kristen do it, and hers is amazing. You wouldn't even know that it wasn't supposed to be the way that it was. Yeah, because she makes her sweaters that way. She goes round and round and round, and then she steeks the seams for
Does she really?
sleeves. She does a lot of Patrick sweaters that way. Yeah, so she does the sweater, the whole pattern all the way up, and then she steeks it for the sleeve, and then she puts the sleeve. She picks up those stitches and does the sleeve. And that's the year she won first prize at the state fair for his sweater. She's like, I couldn't tell that it was actually steeked. She said, there's no way. And she said, yeah, that because she wrote, yeah, pretty
So
cool.
I can feel my heart rate increasing as we talk about this. It'll be quite some time before I even do the swatch.
So yeah, she's over here going,
Let me check.
yeah, wait, yeah, get that watch out. Oh my God, they drew a fib, but I know. Yeah. So anyway, it's a concept that I don't know. I guess I would love to have a zipper sweater.
Yeah, me too.
That would be like my ultimate
Yeah.
thing to have, because I'm a cardigan version
Yes.
more than a pullover. But I don't know.
Yeah, I do want to learn, right? I've seen some cardigan patterns that I really like. And after doing my sister's cardigan and having to purl all the way back, I'm like, this stinks.
Yeah.
Right. But
Yeah.
I'm just not there yet. Give me
We'll get
5
there.
years.
Yeah.
5 years.
5 years.
I'll consider it. Okay.
Get back to us in a couple of decades.
Roll Together has a tutorial. Oh yeah.
Really? Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks,
See?
guys.
Totally. It scares them too. Yes.
See? That's why, like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I really want to spend all that time on a sweater and then just take a pair of scissors to it.
Well, you obviously would swatch and do it first, so that but inevitably the first time I do something, it works out great. So then when I go to because I always buy 2 of everything when I like do my sewing. If it says it needs a half a yard, I buy a yard just in case, and the time I don't, it's that half a yard and then I can't get it.
Yes,
so that's
exactly.
why my house is a hoarder's house, because
We don't
I
judge, Deb.
you would if you saw it.
Does it bring you joy?
Yeah, doesn't bring
Doesn't
you
so
joy.
much anymore.
Oh.
Well, it did when you bought it.
It
though.
did when I bought it.
Right.
yeah.
So
And I
that's-
remember a lot of times when I bought some of this stuff. So
there
anyway.
you go.
I think Colleen just likes to come over and read all
I
the
do.
stuff.
Well, I was having so much fun. I'm like, oh, I'm typing. I'm like, I'm just going to go over and talk to them because otherwise I'm going to fill everything up. And I was laughing by myself.
I mean, you don't live that
I
far
don't.
away.
No, she's
But it
only
is
like
still a
7
little bit.
minutes, but it's still a bit. Yeah, she has to come
Still a
up and
bit.
go over. Yeah.
I'm going to go to
Yeah.
the grocery store afterwards.
Oh, see, so that's
There
good.
you go.
Yeah.
I heard
Yeah,
that
and you
there
love
was
that
like
so
a,
much.
I heard there was a whatchamaninger market going in a market district going in up here somewhere.
Oh my God, you'll love it.
Oh,
It's a giant eagle. They're amazing.
And guess
They're
who
so
told me?
good. Who? Oh, Sharon.
Chicken
Chicken
Sharon.
Sharon.
Hi,
Sharon
Chicken
told me.
Sharon.
She saw Chicken Sharon. She
I
saw
did.
everybody yesterday. They were all.
Okay,
over the
Chicken
weekend.
Sharon came up behind me, and I hope she's watching this because she scared the shit out of me. I was talking to a customer who was doing stitch markers or tip huggers or something, and she comes up behind me and does this. I like full body, right? like right pressed up against my back, and it's like, guess who? And I like didn't
I don't
recognize
know.
her voice at all, and I was like, what the who is this?
That's funny.
And then I realized, oh yeah, this is crazy. Chicken Sharon. So yeah, Sharon.
So
I love you, Sharon.
I had heard there was another market going in up here, but it wasn't a giant Eagle market district. It was more of a along the lines of an Aldi's, but not an Aldi's. So we'll see what really
What
goes
comes in.
Mhm.
That'd be fun.
Okay.
Well, they're doing so much construction up this way, and then
Yeah.
they're putting in buildings in front of Hobby Lobby.
I
and
was like,
stuff
they're
along
putting in
there.
a market district right next to my big Meijer, which has a great. My Meijer right here, kitty corner from my house, has a fantastic produce section, produce department.
Really?
Not that you would.
It does. I can vouch for that.
She can vouch for that. Yeah, I have to
I
go
love
on
it.
Thursdays to keep an eye on my mom. My husband takes my mom grocery shopping. They did this for years before she went into assisted living. Well, now she has her own little air fryer oven, toaster oven thing, so she
Yeah.
can make her own toast, and she has her own Keurig.
Very
And
nice.
so she goes to Meijer with Mikey on Thursdays, but with the walker and everything,
Why doesn't he get her a little motorized cart?
she won't use it.
Oh, for the love of Pete.
She's afraid she'll run into, she won't be able to stop in time. Seriously, that's what she's figuring. And the one time she got on it at the store, because they have them, she took out an end cap. So
So she's scarred. For
so
life.
she's scarred
She's
for,
scarred
yeah.
for life.
So anyway, so I get to go along, and she's,
Well, then you should take her to a place that's smaller, like Aldi.
oh no, but Meyer's her thing. I mean,
geez, Louise.
that's her thing, and I'm not kidding. Her thing, and she hadn't been for a couple of months. She broke her hip, so
right.
she was a little disoriented the first couple of weeks. But she'd send you off in a direction like, where I'm going to go over to the coffee, and you go get me X, Y, and Z, like Cottonelle wipes or something like that. And I'm like, okay, I'll walk to the end of the store, and you go to the coffee.
Yeah.
Well, then I think she's at the coffee. Well, no, she saw something else. So she's all the way over here. And then I go and I find her. I'm like, Mom. And 16 ladies go, huh? Yeah.
Everyone's name's Mom.
Hi, Joe. She is knitting on Orgasm,
This is, yep.
which I haven't got the pattern up. I will try to get that up this week onto our Etsy. I am doing a Musselburgh And so is she. She's on the tail end. I'm on the very beginning.
I haven't even started my decreases.
Yeah, but
I'm getting there.
You're still closer to the tail
That's
end than
true.
me.
This is mine.
I had
It's
my
red and a green with alpaca. I don't know if I'll put another green on it. It might make it too long. See, because I'm shorter than you. I know, and you're a triple turner.
I'm a wrap
Are
around
you
her.
guys a triple turner or just a double wrap, or how do you wear your wraps? Do you like to do it that way?
Big wrap.
I always
shawls.
end up stretching them because I like.
Yeah, I want 9 feet.
Yeah, see, she
I
does
want
too.
9
I'm
feet.
most of the time because they don't stay on long enough
Mm.
because I get too hot. So anyway,
Yeah.
so
But yeah, I will. I really seriously do plan on getting Orgasm up onto Etsy. Hopefully this week.
you got mine up.
Yours is up. I just don't have mine up. Limp Thumb is there. We are coming up with some really fantastic names for the patterns. I'm telling you what.
Yeah, we really are.
You know, Limp Thumb and Orgasm.
It was supposed to be limp dick. Thumb,
Yeah,
but
it was supposed to be, but
but we kind of thought maybe we'll just leave it limp thumb, so just that we don't piss
seriously
off the world,
offend
you know.
people.
And you never know, my granny square may turn into something.
Read
Might
that
be.
comment.
What comment?
Met you at Greencastle, and I have been watching old episodes all weekend. Oh,
Sorry.
God
yeah.
bless you.
Sorry, sorry. It gets better. Trust me.
Or it gets worse,
Yeah.
whichever way you want to go with it,
No.
you know.
Yeah,
So anyway.
I had a blast at Greencastle. I truly did. My
It's
body
really-
is just not used to being standing on concrete
Right,
very long. So when
right.
I did finally get home last night, I was like, "No, honey, you need to like beat on my back for a little bit."
Yeah.
He's really? Oh, he got this jackhammer like massager thing on
Oh,
Amazon where you can dial in how much you're doing. And he was going and going. And I said, "You gotta stop." And I'm like, "What did you have it on?" And he like tells me when I'm doing like his back or shoulders or something, 3.
he had yours on 5.
27.
Oh, Jesus.
Him mine on 27. I'm like, y'all gotta stop. You have to stop. Like, I can't breathe.
Listen, if I could help my husband, he could beat on my back. I never, I'd be dead. He'd be like, "Oh, this is my opportunity to get her."
But I actually was able to, stand up this morning. So it was good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it. So,
Okay.
all right. So, happy Easter, everybody. Next week we are here. And the week after, the May 1st, we'll probably be live from Tennessee.
Live from Tennessee. We'll
Yeah.
be live next week too.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
sure.
be live. Yeah, because we have to go pick up Jamie.
That's right.
So,
Yeah, I gotta go get my husband.
yeah.
in
I'll be
Tennessee.
rowing.
yeah, you'll be rowing.
I'll have to go
Um,
rescue him.
So we'll definitely have to we'll give you maybe a tour of the Crossville, Tennessee area, which really looks pretty cool. So anyway,
Big town in Tennessee.
it's a nice town in Tennessee. Listen to
Banjos.
this one. Yeah, Banjos is right. It's definitely. It's about 45 minutes between Knoxville and Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Because I found a couple cool places to kind of check out, right? But they're all south of Nashville. So I thought, well, that didn't do me any good.
Mm.
So anyway, so have a happy Easter, Passover, Ramadan.
Tori. Hello, my
Hi.
pumpkin.
Tori. That's
That's my baby.
that's her little one. So
That's
there we
Tori.
go. So Tori finally
My
got.
lord.
Oh my God, she's awake. It's 10:10 there.
You're awake?
Wow. She
I'm
must
proud
have-
of you.
Very good. She must have had the ding on. And the ding woke her up.
Right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's probably what it
Mhm.
was. So anyway, I don't get to push any buttons. So,
Yep, I get to.
Bye, guys.
oh wait, I do get a button.
It's not a touch screen.
We went through this last week.
Oh. Bye. I'm going to push this button. So if it blows
Oh,
up.
my daughter says she's been up for hours.
Oh.
Of course she has.
So have I.
Nope, that didn't do it.
I did.
And
Okay,
Look at
now
that.
it's there.